I'm Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing a tutorial on my base, but I'm also doing a tutorial on this eye look. So if you'd like to see how I got this whole look, then just keep on watching. So when I thought of my base tutorial, I was like, well, what can I do for the eyes? And I was like, let's do graphic liner. So I'm going to start out with the Ultraviolet palette and the Dead Roses palette to do a sparkly eye, and then doodle some graphic liner, and then we'll do the base. I'm going to start out with the Dead Roses palette, and I'm going to take Bite Me because the shade is... So I'm going to just take that on my finger. And my lid is primed with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, and I have on some Kama Cosmetics adhesive. And I'm gonna just start to add that to that outer corner of my eye and wing it. And take it over about halfway. Y'all, I am on a Degrassi kick. I saw some clips on Twitter. It was like, who has that one Degrassi clip? And I was like, oh no. Because I already knew. I was like, I'm gonna get all nostalgic and wanna watch it. And I did. And I spoiled some for myself because there were some episodes, that's so pretty, that, well, if you haven't seen Degrassi, there was a point when it was new and on TV and I was watching it. I quit watching it because I could not handle that. And so I quit watching for a while, and then I was like, okay, I want to finish the series. Got back into it, then kind of fell off for a little bit, and so I've kind of been back and forth with it. So I'm going to take Spiritual from the D'Angelo Nicole and Bella Beauty Bar Ultraviolet palette, and I'm going to take it on my finger, and I'm going to start to add that onto the inner portion of my lid, and it's so very beautiful. The D'Angelo Nicole and Bella Beauty Bar palette is definitely one I'm already like trying to brainstorm looks with, like, now. But I haven't had much of a chance to do makeup, so I was like, okay. And I am not feeling the greatest right now. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just do sparkles because I need some sparkles. I'm going back to Dead Roses. And I'm going to take Drop Dead and just pop that on right between those two for a little extra. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. And I'm going to take a little bit more Spiritual to pat it on the edges to get them blended together. And then I'm going to take this Iconic London brush and go into the shade Magical. And I'm going to pop that on that inner corner and then blend out Spiritual with it. So we have a nice sparkly inner corner. This is super quick and super easy, especially if you just want to play with some duochromes and multi-chromes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I didn't sharpen this up on the side until after I've done the liner, but I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Just take it and sharpen it up from that outer corner. Just kind of following my waterline. And any of that fallout I'll clean up before I do my base. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush to just kind of blend that out, and I'll take a little bit more of Bite Me real quick on this fluffy brush to make sure it's nice and winged. Super quick and easy. I know I usually talk about music a good bit, and I haven't listened yet, but I'm gonna listen to Hist soon. I meant to do that earlier, but I lost my mind. Like, I've forgotten to do so much stuff today. It's just been one of those days. I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics little baby fan brush and go into Friend Zone from the Dead Roses palette. And I'm going to pop that up here for my brow bone highlighter because I felt like it would just be so pretty. It goes very beautifully with these shades. And then we'll just have all the sparkles. I low-key want to put sparkles in my brows. Okay, I'm going to use the Mayron palette, Paradise AQ Pro palette. It's this one. I have it back here because my desk is a mess. I'm still trying to find the energy and the time to rearrange my room, have a different setup going on. But I'm going to take some water to activate the liner, and I'm going to start out by doing my shooting star and all that good stuff. I will probably make that a voiceover. Okay, I'm going to try to talk through this a bit before I do voiceover mode. So what I like to do is start out with my star, and I'm going to make a foot, and I'm going to start to make like a triangle, and I'll kind of fill that in. I'm going to do this a little bit different because I'm making a bigger star. Extend the point. Extend the point. Go from the leg and start to make an arm. And then, same thing on the other side. Start from the foot, connect it to make an arm, and extend the point. So now for the shooting star bit, I'm just going to start to do kind of like a colon, semicolon. Do a dot between the arm and the leg here, a little circle, take it, and then start to get my shape built up. I'm only going to take it about halfway to the crease, take it in, and then start to fill it in. About like that. Then I'm going to do some more of that silver liner. I'm going to take it from the inner corner, follow the crease, and do like a V, but a leaning V. And extend it towards the inner corner of my eye. Keeping it thin. Very, very light pressure. You don't want to get very heavy-handed with it. Okay, now I'm going to switch over to the yellow, the more dark yellow from this palette, and I'm going to do a gleam between the two lines. I'm going to try my absolute best to talk through that. I'm very surprised at myself and proud of myself for being able to talk through it this much. Though I feel like a voiceover would have been a lot quicker. Okay, I'm going to start with the tippy top of the gleam. I'm going to bring it up towards my brow. Make like a J. And then like an L. And then it'll look more like an A or a V doing the splits. And then I'm going to extend the points a bit and let that dry down. Once it's dried down, I'm going to start to take it from, you could take it from either side of the legs. Start to try to bring it in and angle it like a V and connect it to the other one. And extend the points. And then I'm going to add some more stars and another little baby gleam and a gleam here. I'm going to add some of the Angel Baby Rhinestones from Manic Gems and give a little extra because extra sparkly. I'm going to take this Duo Lash Glue to go ahead and start to get ready to get the gems stuck down. I like to use that in the BH Cosmetics X Get Stone tool. It's got the waxy bit here that helps to grab the gems, and then it's got this metal bit here that I just like to put the glue on to help get really precise and not have a glue mess, because a glue mess, not always fun. So I take a little bit on the tip of that, and then I'm going to do a boop, a boop, and a boop, and then right here, and between these clean, and towards the inner corner, and I think that's about it. I'm going to start to pop them on. I'm taking the sizes 2 and 3 for this. Actually, I think I took 1 there, but put 2, but it's okay. I'm going to add another one of the second sizes. Size 2 again. And then the small little baby one, number 1. And then number 3. Okay, not super even, but I really just don't care as long as I have about the same amount of gems. I feel like they're just sparkly and pretty and fun. So for my base, I've been trying the new NYX Freezy Moisturizer Primer. So I'm going to put this on. I usually have my mirror on a stand right here, but I feel like it would get in the way. So I'm going to try my very best to figure out. I might actually be able to get that set up. Kind of in the way, but it works enough to not be. I can probably crop it out. So I'm going to take the primer and I'm going to put it on my face, but I'm going to use it more as a moisturizer. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Power Grip Primer in a few minutes. I like to put this on, make sure my skin is nice and moisturized. I've been having issues with drinking the right amount of water lately. I was sick and that was really hard to keep hydrated. So my skin is letting me know about it. I'm going to let that set for about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I really like this one. Now this is going to bother me the way this is set up, but okay, maybe that'll be that'd be a little bit better. So I'm just going to let it sit for about 2 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to add some of this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I'm just going to get a nice little bit there and there, a little bit on my forehead, a little on my chin, and I'm going to work it all over. So I'm going to take my hand and just kind of press it in. I love how sticky it is. Really makes my foundation, I feel like, last. It really grips it. So I'm just going to, and you can already see my hands want to stick. Oh, I love it. And just kind of press that on my forehead. If my hair did not turn out the way I wanted it to, because it was still too wet when I rolled it, I'm putting a wig on. I'm going to let that set for about 30 seconds. I have shimmer all over my hands. So I'm going to go wash my hands to make sure that I don't get any sparkle on my face until it's time for highlighting, which is like one of my favorite steps aside from adding sparkles. So I'll be right back. Okay, now that that's set, I'm going to take the Yensa Skin on Skin BC Foundation. It has really nice ingredients. It's got SPF in it. I want to say SPF 30. But I really like this one. I like how it makes my skin look like skin. I'll show you half of my face. I'll do it on half for right now. But I'm going to use this in the Super Serum Silk Concealer. I do have a code with Yensa that'll save you 30%. I will make a commission off of it. It's slightly unblended. I have loved Yensa since, when did I try them? I want to say I tried them in 2020. And oh my goodness, I have just been obsessed with how it makes their foundation and everything makes my skin look. I do like their primer. I just wanted to try the NYX one and I've been really enjoying it as well. I like how it cools, like makes my skin feel cool. So this was actually a little bit too much of the foundation. I like to go in first with a brush to get it on and then get all the brush hair like marks. Pat it out with a sponge. And this shade, I use the shade Light Neutral, and it's such a nice match on my skin tone, I feel like. Okay, so I do like that with the brush. I'll do the other side in a minute. And then, depending on my mood, I will wet my beauty blenders. But this is the I Am Magic sponge from Juvia's Place. And I'm just going to start to pat that onto my skin to make sure that I have it even and there's not any of the lines left from applying it with the brush. I'm just going to work that in to the skin. I don't know, this is so weird only doing half of my face right now. But I want to show you how nice this makes my skin look because it's the one that I use all the time. It's like my favorite foundation. Now their Super Serum Silk foundation is amazing too. I've just had this one for a little while and want to use it before I open a new one. Don't want to have more than one foundation open. But look at this. This is the side that it's on, that I have the foundation on. And it looks radiant and glowy, and it makes my skin look like skin, but fixes where I have a little bit of an uneven skin tone and dark marks from picking. And this is the side that is just, and this is the side where I have no foundation, just the primer. And you can see I got a little bit of discoloration on my nose, like my veins are really veiny. And then I have some redness by my chin and over here where I have, I guess from picking, because sometimes I'm like real bad, I'll get stressed out and start picking at my face. But the no foundation side and the foundation side. So I'm going to take that brush with whatever's left on it, and I feel like I've gotten most of it off of the brush, and just first on my skin. So I'm just going to focus this on like my forehead and my nose. Artie wants in. Artie! He was like, no, just kidding. He didn't want to come in right now. So I'm going to take just a tiny bit more. I think he wants in now. Just a little bit more, and just work that onto my skin. Then I'm going to take the sponge and just press that in to make sure I don't have any brush lines. Now I'm going to take the Yensa Super Serum Silk Concealer, and I'm just going to do a, I can actually, I think, hold my mirror for this. Do a dot here towards the inner corner of my eye, and then towards the outer bit of my eye on my forehead. That'll help to blend where there's just my skin showing from carving out my brows. A little bit on my nose, a little on my chin, and then I'm just going to take that same sponge and start to pat that in along the corner of my nose and kind of blend it in where the eyeshadow is on the inner corner of my eye to make sure that everything looks a little more put together. Work that up. And this will also help to sharpen up that eyeshadow. And then go down the bridge of my nose. Work on that other side. Pat that into my chin. And then I'm going to use the pointier side to get right in between my eyebrows. Just work that in the center. Make sure everything is nice and blended together. And then I'm going to let that set for a minute. Sometimes, depending, I don't always use the cream product. Sometimes I like to use cream products, especially if I need it to be like a long wear. I feel like that helps to use a cream, and I like to use like the Halo Glow Beauty One contour from e.l.f. and I like to use the Danessa Myricks Vision Flush in either grape or bread and butter, depending on what look I have on. I feel like either of those would be cute with this if I was to do it today, but today I'm just going to stick to powder products because I'm not going to have this on very long. So I'm going to take this Kimchi Chic Beauty Taylor Contour and Tawny Fawn, and I'm just going to take this one. And this is a Hip Dot brush. The Hip Dot contour brush. I'm going to get a little bit of it on that. And then I'll just start from the pointy bit of my ear. I just follow that. And then I'll work it up. And try to follow my cheekbone to kind of carve them. Make them be a little more there. And if I take it down a little bit further than I wanted to, that's okay. I'm going to use some powder to really carve it out. And do the same thing on the other side. Now with contouring, everybody's face shape is different. So what works for me may not necessarily work for you unless we have like the kind of like the same shape base. It all depends. This is just how I like to do mine. And then I will do my blush. For my blush, I'm going to do the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Juicy Cheeks blush palette. This and Bare Cheeks are like my favorites. I'm going to take a little bit of Raw. I think would look cute with this. I love Sticky Sweet. That's one of my favorite ones, but I usually go like between it and Plump and Raw. And sometimes I'll get a little frisky and do the orange one, Sweet, or Squeeze. I just had to sneeze and Artie was like... So I'm gonna take this... I don't remember the name of this one, but it's the Foundation Perfection brush is all I can see that's left on it. Oh, it's the Luxie Beauty. So I'm just gonna take that and start to pop that on. Then I'll take my bronzer and pop that on, but I like to do contour, then blush, and then highlighter, and then kind of pop a little extra blush on to make sure that highlighter is blended in. Alrighty, my big boy says that he wants the window open, but there's too many cars going by right now. It would be too loud. Oh. He also wants to play with Biscuit. But if I let both of them in at the same time, they will be knocking my lights out. Like, they always come in here running, and then we'll, like, knock that light completely out. And I'll have to turn it back on, and I'm like... So my blush looks a little wild right now. That's where the... I keep wanting to call it contour, but the bronzer comes in. I'm going to take the Ciate London Brazilian Glow Bronzing Powder in Palm Island, which is very well loved. I use this one all the time. Everything I've tried from them has been really, really good. So I'm going to take the Blend Bunny Cosmetics brush from when the Forget Me Not collection came out, and that's how I'm going to apply my bronzer. I'm just going to pop it in between the contour and the blush to get them nice and blended together, and then just work that on my forehead and blend it with that blush. Work it up into the hairline. I really kind of don't care about if I like blend my powders into my hairline, because if I sweat or something, it's more than likely not going to be there, so it's just there. And if somebody's like that close and can see it, which I know on some of my pictures you can see it, but oh well. As long as I get to be extra, like, I'm cool. So work that on my forehead, and then same thing on my cheek. On this side on the cheekbone, just pop that in between the two, and it really helps to melt them together. Then I'm going to take this ColourPop F1 brush and start to contour my nose. Artemis is being so silly today. He was being such a sweet snuggle buddy last night. I have a little bit of an infection, so I'm not really like feeling the greatest, and it's also causing my anxiety to like skyrocket. So last night, it doesn't help that I'm having insomnia on top of everything. Like, that's getting worse again. But I was not sleeping well, and I was fighting sleep, because when I get in bursts of insomnia, like, I'll be so sleepy, and I'll lay there and I'll try to go to sleep, and I'll try to go to sleep, and then I just can't. And then I stay up way later, and then I'm just exhausted. But I had got up at one point, and he come over there and come and laid by me and just rubbed his nose on me. So I just rubbed my nose on him and give him sugars, and him was just big purr. He's so sweet. Now what I want to do, oh yeah, one of my other favorite parts. I'm going to go back into the Juicy Cheeks palette and take more Raw. And I'm going to take this, I think it's an Iconic London brush. It looks like this. It's a little shader brush. I usually just designate this one for my nose blush, because I love, love, love to blush the tip of my nose. Just pop that on there. And sometimes I get a little messy with it, but then I'll take that ColourPop brush with some more of the bronzer on it to blend everything together. But I love a blushed nose. I look like Rudolph. So to fix that, I just take what's left of that bronzer and get everything blended together. I'm gonna use this Yensa Super Serum Silk Powder Foundation in light medium 1. It's very, very good. I love it. So I use this and their brush, and then I'll take it all and get it on the brush, and then I just start to set everything and to carve out my contour where I may have taken it a little lower. And it helps to just blend everything in. And where the blush is looking a little oof on my chin, just take that, bring it down my neck. And it helps to really get everything nice and blended together. I used to not really be someone who would powder or use a powder to set because my skin went through a dry spurt. But now I just like to make sure that everything stays locked in place. I don't like getting it on my sweaters and stuff. Now I use a different powder. I use this Smashbox contour palette, and I use the lightest shade to, oh, and I take this e.l.f. little powder puff and I use it to kind of carve out my nose contour and to set my concealer and to help melt my blush in. Now for my highlighter. I'm going to take the Terra Moons Cosmetics highlighter in Luminescence. It's one of my favorite ones. I love it so much. It's so pretty. So for this, I use the Blend Bunny Cosmetics. This is the brush that looks like this from the same collection as the one that I applied my bronzer with. And I'm just going to load this brush up because one thing about me is if I am not glowing and you can't see me from like far away, I feel like I didn't do it right. So the thing about these highlighters that I love, really honestly everything Terra Moons Cosmetics that I've ever tried I've been in love with, but their highlighters, like you see it's kind of got a little bit of blue, but it has gold sparkle reflex that really just give it like an extra bit of extra. I love highlighting. People are driving by my house so fast and like the speed limit is very low. It's like a little raceway. I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side, be all sparkly. Now if you want to be extra extra, which I'm kind of considering, but I really kind of don't feel like dealing with that at washing, like it's skincare time, you can pop some glitter on with the highlighter and be extra extra, which I like to do sometimes, especially if I'm going out, because I like to sparkle. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of feeling a little out of it today, but I wanted to get this finished because I wanted to make, like, I knew I had time to do it today. And several of y'all were asking for a base tutorial, and I feel really bad that I haven't had a chance to get it done. So I was like, well, I know I'll have time today, but I know I kind of feel a little but I was like, it'll be fun. I always have fun getting to film. So I'm going to put that on the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, and my chin. Also, you know how I had mentioned the glitter to be extra? Well, I think what I'm going to do to be like super extra is I'm going to take Cyborg from the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Machina palette and just on the tippy high point of my highlighter pop it on because it looks so pretty and it just disappears and it looks so like glossy, glowy, wet that I just love it. Just blend that in there. And then I'm going to do some freckles. And then I think I'll do my under eye, which I'm just going to take some shimmers underneath and do my lipstick and lashes off camera. Because those are definitely things that I don't feel like I could talk through. I could talk through the eyeshadow bit, but it's just going to be pretty much the same shimmers underneath my eye. But I'm going to take the ColourPop Freckle pen. This is in the shade Soft Brown. And I'm just going to start to add freckles. I love doing fake freckles. I've been doing them for so long that I feel very weird if I don't do them. If my hair turned out the way I wanted it to, I think I want to use my clip-in bangs because I'm on the fence about getting bangs. Like, I want them, but I feel like I just want them because I'm in crisis mode, as I've been for like almost 2 years at this point. But I'm weird about what I do with my hair and like what I don't do because I'm scared of like doing something super drastic with it because I'm like, oh, that takes a while to grow out. But I also just like feel like I need a change. And I've been wanting to get bangs for a while. Like I was considering them before I lost Shemart, but I was just kind of trying to figure out if I wanted to get it back blonde again, which I'm really thinking about doing that again soon. I'm trying to get myself to be healthier, and I told myself that if I meet my goals for like water intake and like meal prepping and stuff like that, I'll like give myself a little reward. Or if I have like a big milestone, I like to, what I want to do to celebrate is like do something for myself. So I was thinking that, you know, if I get to where I can get myself to drink 8 bottles of water every day again and do that for long enough to keep that habit, I would consider going back blonde. And then if I like start to get in the habit of meal prepping and do that consistently, then I'll go get fun colors in my hair, because I loved when I had my hair red. It was so much fun. I loved the red, but I want to do purple so bad. But I also just kind of like want to like get it professionally done, because me and Shem would stay up late trying to get my hair to be red. But I remember he was like the bestest boy about sitting in there with me. And I can't talk about him today. The last few days I've been sad over him. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of like my goal, is like reward myself for getting my habits back to good, because they haven't really been in so long. But without rambling, I'm gonna go add some more sparkles, because now I definitely need sparkles. I've done made myself sad. I'm gonna put some lipstick over my dry lips, add some lashes, and I'll be right back. So this is a finished look. What do you think? I'm really excited that I did like a full on look and got to show you like how I do my base, but also like something that I would do on days like today where I'm not really in the mood to like do makeup, but I really want to, even though I don't want to, if that makes sense. Like when I get into like a, not necessarily a rut, but like if I'm overwhelmed, like I really enjoy doing makeup because it helps me to calm down and it's really therapeutic, but I also just like don't know what to do. So then I do like sparkly and graphic liner, and it's a lot of fun. And I've been wanting to do some more graphic liner looks anyway, because I really enjoy them. Am I the greatest at them? No, but are they fun? Yes. And practice means that you get better as you practice more. So I felt like it'd be fun. So I feel super cute. I forgot to mention, so I go between 2 setting sprays. For something, if I'm going to wear it all day and I need it to last, I wear the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, because she's expensive. She's like $30-something a bottle. If I'm not wearing my look out and wanting like another good setting spray, but is not $30, I like the NYX Matte Finish setting spray, which is what I use today, because I really just figure that I'm going to finish this video and finish the TikTok that I did for like the eye look, and then get pictures and be like over the look for the day, and then go craft. I'm so excited. A lot of my craft supplies that I ordered came in, so I'm like, I'm gonna make bracelets and I'm gonna make earrings, and I'm just so excited because I've really been in a crafting mood lately. Like, I go through spurts. Like, I have the times where I really love to sit and just craft, but sometimes it burns me out if I try to do that and makeup. But lately, I've really been enjoying like doing Valentine's Day makeup looks and crafting. And it's a lot of fun, especially when I'm like, okay, well, I've done this look, but now I need some earrings to match. So I'll just go in there and like make some earrings, and then I have earrings to match the look. But yeah, this is how I do my base. For my lips, I use the Milk Cosmetics, what is this? Perfectionist Lip Ultra Precision Pencil in Familia. And then I use the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Moody Lipstick. And then for the gloss that I use, because I was like, okay, my lips are dry, I use the Ultra Gloss and Lip from ColourPop Lost in Love collection, the shade Taken, because it's a pink and I felt like it would go so cute with the purple. And my lips are like really dry, so they're like thankful to have a gloss on. Oh, let me tell you, for the liner that I used the Pixels liner from the She Glam Chromazone collection, the new one, for my waterline, because I felt like it just went really well with the silver sparkly like metallic liner in the Mayron palette. But yeah, I'm gonna get some low light videos, that'll be before this, of this look to try to actually capture the shifts. It was working earlier, but there was more light. Now it's like 6:03 and the sun's down, and it's already been cloudy. But yeah, I really enjoy doing this base tutorial. I do have some Vanessa Myricks base products that if you're interested in seeing how they work on me, then I'd be willing to do a video with that, because I've been wanting to do some tutorials with them, but I just didn't know if that would be something that anybody would be interested in. I do really love Vanessa Myricks Beauty's products. They're really good. I enjoy them. The blushes I use constantly, I have like on my desk just right here, like I have the Illuminating Veil in Synergy, I have the Vision Flush in Grape and Bread and Butter, and Electric Love Twin Flames, and then I have the Yummy Skin Glow Serum. Like, I have the Vanessa Myricks products like in reach, because I try to like toggle between different ones, but these products that I use today are ones that if I'm like for sure gonna need long wear, things that I know that I have worn for a long time that makes my skin look, I feel like, nice, then that's what I use today. But I want to venture out and try new things, because I'm such a creature of habit that I feel like I just stick to like the same things. But I'm like, this is not broken, then why try to fix it, you know? But I also really just want to see how different foundations look on me, because I know that there are so many different options out there. But Yensa has been like one of my favorite brands for so long, and like I just feel like I can't go wrong by using their stuff, because I feel like it just makes my skin look so good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like it looks like I have like cakey foundation. I feel like it just makes my skin look like skin, and that is one of the main reasons that I fell in love with Yensa. But can we talk about these sparkles, because they look so different? Like, I have a light here, and then a light here. It's showing up a little darker here. It's like kind of like an orangish green. But on this side, it's like a goldish green from the same shade, just on different eyes with the different lighting. And it's like a almost like bluish lilac versus like a purple with like a blue and red reflex on this side. And I just hope that I can get pictures and videos to translate how beautiful these shimmers in the Ultraviolet and Dead Roses palettes are, because they're so dreamy. I love them so much. I really like, I love Terra Moon's cosmetics sparkles so much, and I also love Bella Beauty Bar's sparkles that I've tried equally. They were phenomenal. I love sparkles. Like, sparkles just makes my whole day. I could go on about sparkles all day. I feel like I'm just rambling entirely too much because I'm just here like talking about stuff, but I do have like a decent sized collection of Carla Cosmetics sparkles. I know the summer of 2022, I had done a video with like a good amount of sparkles. I have 2 of their glitters, and then like several, I have pretty much like a rainbow amount of shimmers from them. They're multi-chromes, the loose ones. And then I have a couple of Bella Beauty Bars loose multi-chromes, and I have one of their pressed ones. It's a holographic. Oh my gosh. I still haven't posted the look yet. I did it right before fall, or right as fall started. It was like a quick pastel rainbow blend, and then I put that and I did a bunch of gleams and stuff. I just wanted to do something quick but sparkly but like pastel. That one's a good one. Or that one is a good one. And then I promise, I know that I've been saying for like a year that I'm gonna swatch all my Terra Moon stuff. I'm going to. I just need to get my room rearranged because it is a disaster in here, and I feel like I have a window over here that Artemis likes to get in, and then directly in front of me. So I feel like if I move to this side of the room and try to get my desk situation and stuff sorted, then the lighting will be a little bit better, and I'll have more room and be able to have like a table set up to do swatches like beside me and stuff. And then I can put stuff in this closet behind me, because that is a closet that I don't even remember what's in there, because when I moved in I put stuff in, but then I put this up and then it's been there forever. So who knows? I am just very unorganized. Okay, I'm so sorry I've rambled entirely too much, but please let me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments below. I will be having an in-depth cut crease tutorial soon. If you like want me to, I could do an in-depth like full-on cut crease video, but also do like a half cut crease video, so it'll be like a 2 looks video, but showing you the different ways that I do things. If that would be helpful, please do let me know. If that would be, then I'll do it, because I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. It would be like, get creative with a cut crease, but also with a half cut crease. I love, love, love. Anyway, please let me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments below. If you'd like to keep up my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, then I have all my social medias, links in the description box down below. If you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, then please hit that subscribe button. It means so much to me, and I can't thank you enough. And if you like this video, could you please give it a thumbs up, because I've heard it helps like push my video out into the algorithm. So if you give it a thumbs up, then thank you. I want to thank you so much for watching, and if you've made it this far and just listened to me ramble, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm just a chatty Cathy, even though I was like feeling all bleh at the beginning of this video. I just like have not had any energy, and I feel like the Red Bull is finally kicking in, which is going to be fun at bedtime, but you know, it's fun. I haven't had any caffeine in like 3 days, so I had coffee and Red Bull. But I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!